Alright, what's going on guys, Duck Dempsey, and in this video I'm just going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how to complete the career challenges in zombies to unlock those calling cards. I personally have all of them aside from the Grizzly Veteran just because of some of those challenges, but in this video I just want to give you guys some tricks that I personally used in order to get these calling cards as quick as I did. So, starting things off, we're going to be going to the Killer of the Dead challenges, and the first challenge we have is to kill a zombie, Boomschreier, and Sturmkrieger, all with a throwing knife in the same round. I personally recommend you get the Motherlode Covenant as soon as possible, and I recommend this for a lot of the other challenges, but I recommend getting this just because you can actually duplicate your throwing knives, which will make it a lot easier to take care of that Sturmkrieger. All of these kills you should get during the passing rounds in between when you're in Stalingrad, so that way you can go ahead and go around the map and just find each type of zombie and kill them with a throwing knife. Very straightforward. Up next we have the friendly fire calling card, which requires you to get 150 distracted, stunned, or slowed zombie kills while they're on fire. In order to do this, currently you have to use Molotovs as a preseason because there are no score streaks such as flamethrowers or anything that can actually deal fire damage. Molotovs are the only equipment that deal fire damage. On top of this, again, I'd recommend using the Motherlode Covenant, and I recommend using the other Covenant that allows you to deal additional damage while the enemy is stunned or slowed. Up next, we have the Monkey Dance Party calling card, which requires you to get 250 explosive equipment multi-kills. In order to do this, I would highly recommend you again get that Motherlode Covenant in order to sit there and be able to duplicate things such as your C4 and stun mines if you use them. That way you don't have to sit there and constantly grind and craft any equipment. You'll be able to get this done in a few matches and you'll have no problems with this. I would also recommend you do this at the very end of a transmit objective or at the very end of a harvest objective in order to maximize your spawn rates. Up next, we have the Deadly Dirks calling card, which requires you to get 1,000 kills while using another enemy as your weapon. This means you use either the Brain Rot Covenant or you use the Explosive Covenant, which allows your enemies to either become Brain Rot or become explosives that'll detonate and kill other zombies, respectively. That's about all you could do right now, and this calling card in this set does take the longest. Next, we have the Stormwatch calling card, which requires you to get 150 Sturmkrieger kills. Again, very straightforward. This will happen naturally, but if you're really focused on getting all of these Sturmkrieger kills, just make sure that every time you're going back to Stalingrad after completing an objective, you patrol the entire area and make sure you clear that, so that way you're maximizing your Sturmkrieger kills. And finally, we have the All Fired Up calling card, which requires you to get 250 collateral damage kills by detonating Boomschreiers, so make sure that you're grouping up zombies and you're killing the Boomschreier, which in turn kills zombies surrounding it. This will just happen naturally, so just make sure you're throwing decoys and you're blowing up those Boomschreiers. Once you complete all these challenges, you will be awarded the Killer of the Dead calling card. Now let's go ahead and move over to the next calling card. So for the first calling card in the Mission Critical set, we have the Head Held High calling card, which requires you to complete a transmit objective or a blitz objective without killing a single zombie at round 3 or higher. This is very easy to do in solo on a transmit objective just because of how fast you can escort that orb, and once you complete that, you'll instantly be rewarded the calling card. The second, third, and fourth calling card, which I'm grouping all together, are the Happily Hexed, Hunter and Hunted, and Guiding Light calling cards, which each require you to complete 25 of the 3 objectives available, meaning 25 Blitz, 25 Harvests, and 25 Transmits. You don't have to focus on these entirely just because they're going to happen naturally through gameplay. The fifth calling card in this set is the Vacation Gateway calling card, which requires you to exfil at round 12 or higher. Once again, very simple and straightforward. You don't have to focus on this entirely. This will just happen through gameplay. The final calling card in this set is called Zombie Tourism, and this is by far the most complex calling card in this Mission Critical challenge set. It requires you to complete each type of objective at least once in Tonga, Royal Hotel, and Shinonuma in a single match. This is one of those calling cards that's worded very weirdly, but it's actually very simple and straightforward. You can complete the 3 objectives in any of the maps. This includes the Stalingrad maps as well. But it requires you to visit each location at least once in the match. So that means you have to visit Tonga, Royal Hotel, and Shinonuma in a single match, and you have to complete every single objective type in any location, if that makes sense. Drop any comments below if you get confused, and I'll try and iron things out as best as I can. Upon completion of all of these challenges, you will be awarded the I Eat You calling card, which is in my opinion one of the best calling cards in the game right now. I think it's just awesome. But let's go ahead and move on to the next career challenges. So the next set of career challenges is the boot camp challenges, and the first calling card that you'll be getting is the Drunk with Power calling card, which requires you to drink from a demonic fountain twice in a single match. Now, even though it says 5 times, you can actually, I believe, complete this calling card in one single match. All you got to do is make sure you're drinking from each fountain twice, meaning that you'll have every single perk level 2. Do correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. The second and third calling cards are the What's in the Box and the Deadly Artifacts calling cards. I'm just grouping these together because they're really easy and just will happen naturally through gameplay. First, get 1,000 elims with weapons from the mystery box. Just will happen naturally. Just spin the box and you can get this done in a single game. You can also get this one done in a single game, which just requires you to get 25 kills while using your artifact. So if you're using Ring of Fire, you can get this done in like 1, maybe 2 activations. The fourth calling card in this set is called Crafty Son of a, and it requires you to craft 25 pieces of equipment total. So you don't have to do this in a single match, but if you really want to, I recommend you craft throwing knives or frag grenades. Those both cost only 300 salvage, which means in total you'll be required to spend a minimum of 7,500 salvage to craft all of the required equipment. The fifth calling card in this set is called Sir Blast-A-Lot, and in this challenge it requires you to acquire and repair your armor 10 times. So I do believe you can do this in one match. All you have to do is first acquire that armor, and then you have to repair it 10 times in order to do this. And once you do that, you'll see the in-game pop-up and you'll get the calling card. And the final calling card in this set is called Gate Crashers, which requires you to unlock 3 or more Stalingrad map areas in a single game 5 times. This will just happen naturally through gameplay, and once you do it, you'll be awarded the Boot Camp Mastery calling card. Very easy, very simple. This will likely be your first career calling card you'll be getting in Zombies anyways. We're finally going to the final set of career challenges, which are the Grizzly Veteran challenges, which require you to get 1,000 melee kills, 5,000 kills using a pack-a-punch weapon, 5,000 critical kills. So those are all 3 separate challenges. I'm just grouping them together because those all happen naturally through gameplay. We have the next few calling cards, which are the Careful Collaboration, which requires you to sacrifice 500 hearts for Covenants. So make sure every time before you exfil, you're sacrificing every single one of your hearts that you have. You have the Successfully Exfil 250 times to get the Bear Out calling card. This is by far going to take you the longest to earn. And we have the complete 250 portal objectives in order to get the Grizzly Veterans calling card. Once you complete all of these, you'll get the Dippers calling card. Again, not that bad, but this will definitely take you the longest to unlock. And this right here concludes the video on how to unlock all the career challenge calling cards in Vanguard Zombies right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully this guide gave you a bunch of useful tips that you guys can use to go ahead and unlock these calling cards really quick. Because again, I think these are some of the best calling cards that we've gotten in a while. Definitely consider subscribing, consider liking the video. Check out my Twitch if you guys really want to. I try and stream every day on there, and this is where I usually go and get a lot of my content for my videos. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. See ya.